What's up everyone, this is Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we have a very special Matchbox airplane to unbox. This is the 2025 Matchbox Collectors P-51 Mustang. So they have released a couple P-51 Mustangs before, most notably, and I think most recently, in the Top Gun Maverick Sky Busters line, or just the Sky Busters in general. I unboxed this way back when it came out in 2021, probably. It's been a while. I cannot find the plane open, but I do have it carded here. So we're going to take a look at this regular release casting that costs $3 against this one, which costs $37. So this is a significant increase in price over this 10 times as much. So we're going to take a look today and see if it was worth the 10 times price increase. I really hope it is, but I'm very nervous about it. So again, this is the new style Mattel Creations RLC slash Matchbox Collectors box. As you can see here, the inner box is more protected than the last, so it just kind of slides in there so it pops out. It's very protected. Huge shout out to Mattel for bettering the packaging on this kind of stuff. So as you can see here, this comes in a oversized display box. So a normal RLC box, like we just unboxed one before, this is the Chevrolet Brookwood. This is the smaller acrylic case, and you can see how much larger it is. But Matchbox has been releasing almost all of their collectors models in this. So plain or not, they usually come in this larger box, more of like a mini diorama box. So there, if you want to read it, is about the actual release, about the plane. A lot of good details here, but this actually, like, they're doing this because they're commemorating the 85th anniversary of the P-51 Mustang. So I did pop this open just to make sure everything was going good with it. So I do like the package. I like that they give it this nice Matchbox orange outer box. And then on the inside here, they actually do wrap it in like a tissue paper layer, which protects it even more, which I really like, because again, when it's 10 times the price of a regular retail product, I expect it to be 10 times as good. So let's go ahead and take this tissue paper off and take a look at this thing. So this one I'll probably keep out of the box and display it, especially if it's super nice. So I don't really need to keep the tissue paper part of it. I don't know if other people do when they collect these. To me, there's nothing like special about that, so we'll just kind of throw it over there. But this is very interesting. I can already tell it's much smaller than this one up here, and they claim it is actually 1/64 scale, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is not. I'm going to say it's not even close to 1/64 scale, but I will do the dimensions for you, put up on the screen what is actually the correct size for a 1/64 scale P-51 Mustang, breaking it down. But to me, it's probably half the size of this Sky Busters one. So that's really odd. I was expecting it to be at least the same. So packaging is cool. It's in this like outer sleeve. It's Matchbox branded. It's got like chrome foil on it. A really nice graphic of the plane. That's a actual like drawing of it. It's not the real plane, so you get a bunch of information on it, and it is licensed. So there it is, Boeing right there, Boeing P-51 Mustang. So that's cool that it's licensed. Everything is, like, Mattel does a good job. I don't think they release anything that isn't licensed. So look at this case. Oh my gosh, look how much plastic is in there to keep this plane like hovering. That is wild. So look at that. So we're getting actually quite a bit of detail on this one. Matchbox. So I assume, could that be for the stand? I think it might be. So this does come with a little plastic stand. So let's go ahead and try to open this up. Okay, I was able to get it off. I had to take it like behind the camera here and kind of pop those off because those are a little difficult sometimes. So it does have a textured painted base. So that, to me, that almost looks like a grass runway of sorts or some kind of grass airfield. I don't know. I think they did use those in World War II, so that's kind of cool. All right, so look at this inner package. Holy smokes. Dang. Okay. That is a ton of plastic. Look at this. So it opens up. Okay, so we were right. So this is the part of the base that actually like puts the plane in the air. So you can stick this in the base right here, and then you can have the plane like floating in the air inside the display, which is super cool. That's really awesome. So there's the regular display. If you just wanted to set it in there, if you have an airplane collection or whatever, you can just set this anywhere. So let's look at this actual plane. So this thing is so tiny. I cannot believe how tiny it is. This is almost like one of the older, this is like, I don't know what you call it, like 1/122nd scale or something. Like, there's no way this can be 1/64 scale. Let's see the base. It does not have the scale on the base, but it's so tiny. Like, look how small this is compared to the Sky Buster one. Like, I was definitely expecting it to be at least the Sky Buster one retooled in all metal, and it is not. Like, this is such a small plane. So I am kind of bummed out about that. So it is an all metal construction. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, this is all metal, it looks like. The whole thing is metal. The canopy obviously is plastic, and then it does have a very sparsely detailed interior. So remember, this plane is upwards of $40. So what I'm seeing so far really does not equal $40. One, I'm disappointed in the size. I expected to be at least this big. I don't think they put any dimensions on the actual website, but I'll have to double check. But first off, I'm disappointed about the size. Two, I'm disappointed about the detail already. Like, the canopy is fine, but there's no detail inside the cockpit at all. Like, it just looks like, I mean, it might as well be a $3 Sky Buster because they don't have any detail either. So I'm looking at the paint and the tampos. It's an odd color right there. The plane is silver. The rest of it, I think these are the printer style graphics. They are. Look at that. I'm not a big fan of those. So let's see if I can get it close to the camera so you can see. I mean, they're clear, which is good, but they also have that, like, almost like decal or printer style to them, as you can see there. Even on the wing, there's good detail. Like, the tampos look good, but they're a little, like, they look accurate, but they're not the best quality. So let's look there. Yeah, you can kind of see. I'm so disappointed in this for $40. Just not a good release at all for $40. It should have been half that. It's cool that it has a screw base, though, so you could probably take there's a little, like, something on it. You could take it apart and do, I don't know, repaint it yourself if you wanted, which is cool. The propeller does look to be quite a bit more accurate and, like, scaled correctly than the Sky Buster version. So when we look at the Sky Buster one, it's a single color. It's one piece of plastic. It doesn't have, like, the extra nose cone part of it. So I like this version, but I think this is probably a little more accurate. Oh, it doesn't spin very well. Yeah, it doesn't spin very well either. So not the best design on that. I don't know if you can see the resistance. Not impressed. Not impressed with that. The casting is cool. The release is cool. Like, I like the paint job and everything, but the detail in the product just for $40 is not cutting it at all. So one of the big, like, cool things about this is that it has moving parts in terms of the landing gear. So how do you get those open? I'm going to try to use my little, where is it? Oh, my little handy dandy pocket screwdriver over here and see if I can pop these up. Just enough. Here it goes. Oh my gosh, these are garbage. Look at this. These are like plastic, and they only painted the outside. So they didn't paint any of the gear at all. And then you can see they painted the fake tire there. But on the inside, they didn't paint it at all. Bro, this was $40. This is insane. What is going on with Matchbox collector models? It's cool. Again, I think they did a good job with the casting, and that's awesome. They actually have moving parts on this, like working landing gear, but that is so cheap. This is nowhere near a $40 anything. Like, I wouldn't pay $40 for this again ever. Like, this is just not worth it. It's super cool, but for $40, this, I mean, there's so much more on the marketplace. Like, you could have got a couple of these off eBay and just painted them. I mean, even though the plastic part, this is a much better plane. It's larger, it's easier to grab, it has almost the same detail other than moving parts. And I think whenever I ask this normally, would you rather have the plane with or without landing gear? And to me, I would always choose without landing gear because I want it like how it's flying, or especially if it's including a stand, I don't want wheels on it. So I like and appreciate that they put that on, but really I would rather have no wheels at all, like this. So for this price, I mean, it's kind of insane. I'm just, oh, is there a back one too? I didn't even notice that. Hang on, let me see if that is a back one. It looks like it is, maybe? Does it go this way? Look how tiny that is. I don't know how else you get the gear down without a pocket screwdriver. That one's very tight. That one, the wheel is painted all the way around. See, that's how it should be. And it should be an actual wheel, not a piece of plastic that's not a wheel for this price. So I do like how they hid that there, because I hardly even saw that. So overall, as a release, like the coloration, the packaging and everything, excellent. Is it worth $40? Absolutely not. So I would definitely save your money if you wanted to buy this, because unless you're super into P-51 Mustangs or you're an aviation collector and just have to have this, to me, I would buy this one. I really would. Even though this is the Top Gun branded one, this one is just, it's so small, and I just don't think the quality is there for $40. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to put it on the base. I'm going to put it on this base, like on the actual green base, and maybe that will make it, I don't know, look a little bit better. So if we're doing it this way, we definitely want to put the top part of it facing inside here, because if not, it'll hit the outside of the case. So I just stuck that in there. Let's go ahead. These two little dots right there goes in there. See, that looks cool. To me, that is more of a $40 characteristic. Like the display and everything, that was, is there a scratch on that? Oh my gosh, there's a scratch on mine. I didn't do that either. So now we got to put it this way. Oh, this is kind of scratched up. Look at that. It's kind of scratched up on the corners of the box too. Wow, look at all that. I didn't even see that. It's just like packaging. So the tissue paper really didn't even help that much. Man, that's a bummer. Oh my gosh, do both sides have it? Both sides do have that scratch right in the middle. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that sucks. Boo. This gets a 0 out of 10 for all this. Like, for real. What if I'm spending $40 and the case is super scratched up on both sides to where you can't even enjoy the model? It's like right in the middle when I try to look at it. So, well, cool. I commend Matchbox for releasing something like this and actually trying. I would honestly, like, I mean, I'd probably ask for my money back on this one, because it is so lackluster. It's terrible. So I think they all, first, I'm going to have to double check. I swear this says 1/64 scale. Does it not? I'm going to double check the scale. I'm going to put, if they actually advertised it in 1/64 scale on the screen, I'm going to put the correct dimensions, because I think they're fibbing about the dimensions of 1/64 scale on this. Not really thrilled about the quality of paint. I'm not thrilled about this moving part or the other moving parts and their detail either. I do like the case and the display. I think that's probably the best part of it, is just the whole presentation. But then the case is so scratched up that presentation is lost on that. So A for effort, F for execution on this one. So disappointing as it is, let me know what you think of this. Did you buy this? Did you spend $40 on this? Would you spend $40 on this now that you've seen it open, especially if you're an airplane fan? I'd much rather buy this, or even like a Maisto. What are theirs? I can't even remember what the brand of theirs are. I'll put it on the screen, whatever it is. One of their planes, because it's a little bit larger scale, and to me, they're just as well done as this $40 Matchbox is, minus the moving parts maybe. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. I really appreciate you watching. I'm bummed that wasn't better. I'm sorry. I always like to end, or like just do the reviews, unboxings. I always hope we end on a high note, that things go well, but sometimes they don't. And this is one of those cases where it definitely is, I should have saved my $40. So in the meantime, if you want to check out any of my actual Sky Busters unboxings, I have a whole Sky Busters playlist, especially if you like Top Gun. I did the Top Gun aircraft carrier, a bunch of the Top Gun Sky Busters, and then a bunch of other different Sky Busters as well. So if you want to see any of those that are much better than this, hit that link down in the description below and check out some of those videos. So, and also, ding, 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 hit that notification bell so you get all the notifications on the channel, whatever those may be. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.